everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and my expectations were met and exceeded. I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy immensely. My dad and I had a chance to see it, and it holds a very special place in my heart, so of course the second one, it just trumps it. And I'm not going to say what it is surrounding and what we learn about Star-Lord or anybody else for that matter. I don't really want to give away too many spoilers, but just the amount of detail in the CGI in this film is utterly breathtaking. It is just spectacular. I was bedazzled. I was just completely transfixed. It's just ethereal to look at, especially one of the planets. I'm not going to say whose planet it is, but I thought, ooh, this is giving me ideas if I ever write another sci-fi ever again, because I always, my go-to when I write is sci-fi. I'm very good at writing sci-fi. I can create whole worlds and characters and everything in my head because I can visualize these things. I know how these elements are going to act and react and how they will get along with each other, or maybe not so well. Maybe they are a bellicose nation and they just want to fight everybody else. But that's just how my brain operates, and I can do these things on a very large scale. And I'm watching this, and there are a lot of elements in it. There was a battleship that looked exactly like the Yamato. I thought there was a character that kind of resembled Fury, and I thought, what is he doing in this? I don't think he would be in space. I don't know if that was meant to be an Easter egg or that was meant to be there. Of course, I'm thinking they did not have David Hasselhoff in the original cast. I'm thinking that they just did that with CGI. It's unbelievable what they can do with CGI these days. They had Sylvester Stallone as a character. He was more of a cameo, but it was so good to see him, and I love Sly Stallone. Of course, I'm going to get flamed for this. I love action-adventure films, but The Expendables really didn't have a whole lot to go on for me. I like a good, like 007. 007 is right up my alley because it has the laconic humor, it's a globe-trotting adventure, it has unbelievable chase scenes, and you've got intrigue and subterfuge and all these different things that are happening, including the politics that'll go on. And then this has that as well. You have a lot of politics, and you've got a lot of ideas of how much power is too much power, and if you had this kind of ability, how would you use it? And I thought, please don't, I'm still looking at Peter, I'm thinking, don't let your judgment be clouded. Actually, I said that during the film. And I fell in love with Mantis. I thought that she was a tremendous character. I just thought she was so cool. She had the ability to feel others' feelings just by the mere touch of that one person. Of course, Gamora didn't want to be touched by her. She said, the only thing that you'll be feeling is a broken jaw. And I thought that was so funny. Of course, Rocket was great. Baby Groot stole the show, of course, as one would expect. And since this was a different version of the film that I saw, I didn't get a chance to stick around and see if there were any glimmers of Thor Ragnarok or anything to come. But I saw the new trailer, and it really looks tremendous. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Universe, and really looking forward to what's coming up for DC, because I think DC is catching up. I like both, even though I like Marvel more than I like DC. I grew up with DC. I fell in love with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's my favorite superheroine. But then I started reading Batman and Catwoman. Batman and Catwoman were the first real comic books that I collected, other than the Simpsons comic books and Archie. I did Sonic comics. And of course, if you look up my name, I had a couple of letters that were answered in Sonic comics and in Archie comics, so I was very pleased by that. Of course, I had a nickname back then. My nickname was Knuckles at the point. No laugh at me. But I never really, I wasn't the fighting type. It was because I liked that character. I went by that. I went by Nosedive when I was into Mighty Ducks because I felt I was a lot like his character, and kind of surfer type, bustin' thrusters, ah! Yeah, actually, you know what, I would have loved to have heard that, because I was thinking that maybe they would do an homage due to the fact that it happened in space, but no such luck. Maybe a fanfic would do that. Wouldn't that be something? Ooh, imagine the possibilities. I mean, this is a big universe. But yeah, I love the intergalactic battles, the different planets, just the worlds they visit, and just the way they're portrayed. It just will. Yeah, I'm sitting there, my mouth's dropping. I'm just completely blown away at just how beautiful it is. Of course, camera shots. Wanting to be a director, I thought, oh, cool, check out the carousel shot. People are like, what? Huh? What's a carousel shot? And then I explain what a carousel shot. Then I explain top-down POV or above-ground POV or reflection shot or, what they call a voyeur shot. I mean, there are lots of different shots. And there are just so many definitions. I mean, they might be different from what an actual producer will say, but I have a carousel is a shot that is used in the real world. And I know what it is. So that one's real. As for the other ones, POV's point of view. So it just depends. But I really like what they did, and I love the costumes. Just the costumes were immaculate, and it was just unbelievable. I love sci-fi, and I'm actually very picky about my sci-fi, but I looked at everything. I mean, the smallest of detail, just, it was absolutely glorious. As far as films are concerned, this one gets 2 thumbs up, 5 stars hands down. Thor Ragnarok is the next one, I do believe, and of course Wonder Woman's coming out, and Justice League, which I love the Justice League. I have ever since I was a child. I prefer the newer version versus the older version. The Justice League action on Cartoon Network, I think, is brilliant. I don't know if it has the same animators who did Batman TAS, because I think that was probably the best, other than Batman Beyond, which was another good example of how cartoons can be done right. I didn't like the animation style as much as I enjoyed Batman TAS, because Batman TAS did everything right as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. I know I said I enjoyed Batman v Superman. I mean, it wasn't the best film, and neither was Suicide Squad. I enjoyed both of them. Please don't flame me. I'm probably one of the few who actually did, even though they weren't the greatest movies in the world. I still think Katana was freaking awesome. She was my favorite character in that. I just love characters who can wield a samurai sword, and I just remembered, I know who she reminds me of. And there was a comic book series, of course, I got it back. I thought, that's what the comic book series was. The one I remember when I was a teenager, before I went into college, I fell in love with it. I thought, what is this? And it was called She, for death. Makes sense. But she is a warrior. She has a katana. And of course, there was another character that she fought against named Tomoe. And Tomoe was bad butt too, because she had fans and she would fight against Tomoe. They had a version where they had a trilogy where she fought Tomoe, and then they had one with she and Vampirilla and she and Wolverine, which I really need to read. I haven't seen the Wolverine, and I haven't seen the one with Tomoe, because I didn't know about Tomoe that well. I mean, I knew about her. They talk about her quite a bit in the comic series, but I knew why I liked Katana. I thought, of course, it's just another version of she. She's better, actually. She is unbelievable. But anyway, I'm going off. I'm going off track. I'd forgotten about she, and she has been brought back into my life, amazingly. I thought, yay, my my youth, my nostalgia. But let's see. I haven't really done any drawings as of late. However, I don't know if I'll be able to get involved with Netflix, but I heard that they were doing a Dark Crystal series. I think it takes place before the actual film, from what they from what they said. Of course, if I do get it, if I'm able to pay for it, I will be watching that. And if they have good cartoon series, I'll be watching the good cartoon series if they've if they offer them. And of course, I'm going to show you what I have here. I've read the first one, and the first one was just incredible. I mean, look at this artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to give away too much here. The firelings are so amazing. And we learn about the firelings in the first comic, but there are 12, and I'm going to have to get a subscription because I am a huge Jim Henson fan, have been ever since I was little. I love Labyrinth. I love Dark Crystal. I don't care if they were considered bad movies at the time. I think that they were genius, and Mr. Henson had way too much material, so they had to create more with it, and I'm glad they are. And it actually reminds me, there was a lady, I don't remember if she's out there. Hi, sorry, I forgot about you. I remember your name. But she sent me drawings of Skeksis. Oh my dear Lord God. I mean, her work, it was just anybody who can draw like that. I mean, I'm hoping that she got a chance to work for the Henson factory because she was just unbelievable. Her work was just incredible. And she sent me Sven or Shiro from Voltron. And of course, I haven't seen. That's why I want Netflix, so I can see the new Voltron and talk about it, because that's my childhood. I have always loved mechs, and it's just another extension of that. But anyway, I don't really have that much to say about GOTG other than I absolutely loved every second of it. I wanted to see Pirates of the Caribbean because I'm a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. I've seen all of the POTG, POTC, sorry, POTG, Pirates of the Gangsta. Who? Yeah, Pirates of the Gangrene. I don't know what I was thinking of there. POTC. I've seen all the films. I have them all. I've got the whole collection. I'm like, I gotta see the last film. But, yeah, I'm kind of wondering if Jack will own up to his responsibility after what happened in Stranger Tides. Makes you wonder. They didn't really show anything about that. I think they had Barbossa back. I thought, ooh, Barbossa's back. Yes. I love Barbossa. Barbossa is awesome. And, of course, seeing Davy back would be cool, too, because he's just, woo. I mean, as a villain, I love him. I like pirates in general. I always have. That's why I'm into One Piece. I mean, it was just a natural kind of thing for me to get involved with when I was little. And I dressed up as a pirate one year. And my friend from England, the Lord, kind of made this kind of risque comment about walking his plank. I'm like, dude, you're married. But I am honored and very flattered by your your little bodily humor, I should say. Sorry, bad pun, but anyway, I'm getting off on all sorts of tracks here, but hopefully I'll have a chance to see it. Wonder Woman's coming out fairly soon. POTC just dropped, so when I get a little bit more money, I'm gonna probably see POTC. Dead Man Tell No Tales, because oh man, I'm hoping it'll be better than I love Stranger Tides because of mermaids. I like mermaids, but a lot of people didn't care for. I like the whole franchise. I know people like, Stranger Tides is really weird. Well, it's Stranger Tides, okay? Strange is part of it, but it'll be good. It'll be fun to see Jack Sparrow again because he's my favorite. I've been cleaning up quite a bit, and all these DVDs that you see, they're gonna get sold, unfortunately. The ones over there, let me zoom in a little bit. Those I have not watched yet, and I have quite a few that I will be watching in the near future. So you can look forward to that, but that's about all I gotta say. I gotta go out and mow my yard because it's been raining like a monsoon all week long, and finally I'll be able to get it done, so I better get it done now. Until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, Judy.